Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
WZMQ 19 News, weeknights at 6 and 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a recall petition rejected. Why the Marquette County Clerk says a petition filed against 2 Marquette area school board members wasn't approved today, and what comes next. Plus, antiques have taken over the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba. What you'll find this weekend at the annual UP Steam and Gas Engine Show. And Blues Fest gets started in Marquette's Lower Harbor Park. We're live with a look at tonight's free show. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
It's the start of a very hot weekend here in the UP. Ariane, today has been pretty pleasant for the most part, but it's about to get even hotter.
It's about to get very hot. Make sure you've got some watermelon, pineapples maybe for this weekend to cool off, as well as maybe some spritz bottles. We've got dry and hot conditions, a slight chance of rain showers. I'll tell you when after the break. But Sunday, Monday, we also have some concerns about fire weather with these dry conditions. Those temperatures still on the rise. We are expecting to see mid-90s coming up, and along with those warm temperatures, we're also expecting humidity to return as well into next week. Like I said, 7-day outlook and your full forecast after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Developing now, a recall petition filed against 2 Marquette area public school board members has been rejected. Earlier today, the county treasurer, clerk, and county judge voted unanimously to reject the petition that was filed against MAPS board members Jennifer Clipp and Jennifer Ray over their votes to retire the Redmond and Redettes nicknames. The petition also cites a mail-in public survey from April of 2020 on retaining the nicknames as a reason why the nicknames should not be changed and why the 2 should be recalled. In the statement made by Clipp and Ray, that survey was conducted 6 months prior to them being elected as board members. Jeremy Bierman, who filed the petition, was not in attendance at today's hearing. County officials say they aren't sure whether the survey conducted back then was even signed by registered voters of the board.
Who signed these surveys? Were they registered voters in the Marquette School District? I don't know that. I would like to have questioned those. Those are my 2 questions I had. I couldn't get any answers in that respect. Then I have to say no.
Bierman now has 10 days to appeal the decision made by the election committee. Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more on what comes next for the petition effort and for the school district. Escanaba is one step closer to breathing new life into the site of the former county jail. This morning, the Brownfield Redevelopment Authority approved a $700,000 grant from the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy. That grant will cover cleanup costs, including soil removal and possible vapor mitigation after the jail is demolished. The owner of Gladstone's Terrace Bay Hotel plans to construct a 4-story Hampton Inn overlooking Little Bay Denok.
About it, not just for ourselves, but what it's going to do for the downtown area. Bring a lot of tourists, 100 tourists a day downtown to shop at the shops, eat in the restaurants, and just kind of experience the downtown and parks area that a lot of people don't get to see.
Much of the cost of the jail's demolition is being funded by a state blight elimination grant. The Terrace Bay owner hopes to begin demolition by late fall or early spring. This is home. The Marquette Area Blues Society's 19th Blues Fest begins in Lower Harbor Park. Tonight is a free show, but the tunes go on all weekend long. Our Mitchell Reif is down there now with a look at all of the fun. Hey Mitch, how's it going out there?
Hey Sarah, welcome to the second night of Blues Fest. It is banging here, like for lack of better words. And I'm here with event coordinator, entertainment coordinator, Mark Stonerock. Mark, tell me a little bit about what the community can expect from the blues music this weekend.
Well, first of all, this is the 19th Marquette Blues Festival. We've had 18 of them here at Matson Lower Harbor Park. It's absolutely beautiful. Right now, the Corey Dennison Band is on the stage. They just started. After this, the Steepwater Band is going to come up, and they've got a real rock and blues, so it's going to be a great night. Tonight is free, so if you got nothing going, you're not sure what blues is about, come on down, enjoy the day.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, the music sounds beautiful. Can you talk a little bit about the amount of times that you've been at this Blues Fest? I don't know if you can tell, but you've got a couple tags here on your name tag here. Can you talk about the experience of bringing Blues Fest community together?
Yeah, there's a definite group of blues lovers here. They were dedicated. They wanted to bring good live music to Upper Michigan and to the Marquette area, and we really made it a goal that we bring not just local blues, which we also have, but also world-class touring blues musicians here, and we've been able to do that for a long time. A lot of the artists that we've had here over the years have gone on to play at Barack Obama's inauguration, the Queen's 80th birthday gala. It's just amazing how much they've been able to accomplish, and I always tell my artists, when they leave, I hope you do well enough that I can't afford you again. And many of them have done that.
Okay, awesome, Mark. Thank you so much. We'll have a wrap-up of the events and fun tonight at 11:10 Central. Sarah, back to you.
All right, Mitch, thank you very much. The United Way of Marquette County is celebrating 80 years of serving UP communities with a new initiative. Days of Service is a 2-day community-wide event for volunteering involving the community in hands-on projects on Sunday, September 10th and Monday the 11th. There are over 160 volunteer opportunities ranging from writing care cards to seniors to trail cleanup. United Way says it's a good way to remember the spirit in unity and service that inspired the nation after 9/11.
Many different ways of, looking at the community. It could be helping strangers, it's, making friends, making new connections. There's definitely research on acts of kindness, acts of volunteering. It does something internally and just really lifts you up.
We'll have links to those volunteer opportunities at WZMQ19.com and our mobile app. In Escanaba, a Labor Day weekend tradition kicked off today at the UP State Fairgrounds. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons takes us there.
The UP Steam and Gas Engine Association is hosting its 48th annual show now through Labor Day.
Back in the 70s, there was a bunch of guys that got together and decided that they should preserve some of the historic ways of farming. It's to promote and show the younger generation how things used to be done before you just turned the key and went and did everything.
Tractors and automobiles of all kinds are on display along the Midway.
I think we've got 190 some registered exhibitors this year. A lot of them bring more than one unit, so there's several hundred different pieces of machinery here.
As you walk through the fairgrounds, you'll probably see a few antique vehicles cruising through. I even got a ride on this 1915 Model T.
It's a very simple car to work on, easy to fix. That's why they were so popular in the day, was farmers could fix them, and they were hardy cars for the roads. At one time, every other car on the road was a Model T Ford.
The car's owner is one of many creative vendors at the show, selling these miniature tractors made out of old sewing machines.
If you've got one and it's not sentimental, it's really kind of worthless, and rather than see them get thrown away, I take them and I make things out of them.
Show organizers say there's plenty to see and do, whether you're a steam and gas engine expert or not, including one of the UP's largest flea markets, live music and dancing, food, and sawmill and blacksmith demonstrations at the Antique Village.
Hopefully we'll have a good time and a good crowd and come and see how things used to be done before everything became mechanized completely.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
How clever were those little sewing machine tractors? I love that. The Steam and Gas Engine Show continues Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 7 and Monday from 9 to 4. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break, as well as the Upper Goddess. She has a spicy drink recipe to try that could help you kick that bug that's been going around lately. And later, a human trafficker with terrorist ties helped smuggle migrants into the U.S. And now Washington is working to find out how it happened. The latest from Capitol Hill in about 13 minutes. We're back in 2.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know, we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
I just want you girls to know there's no one that deserves this more than you.
It's time to go home. It was important for me to honor her.
Woo! Popo, this is for you.
We are literally raising the roof up in here.
Yeah, Josh is like a brother to me.
A new secret celebrity renovation tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Summer has arrived in the UP, and everything feels new and fresh. Now it's the best time to get inspired and get out there. Take advantage of all the events, fairs, festivals, and parades that make the UP so great. WZMQ 19 News and Weather, getting you ready for Summer Fun 2023. Live and local 19 News, weeknights at 6 and 11. This is home.
I'm Nora O'Donnell, and this is the new home for CBS News in the Upper Peninsula. We'll be looking for you right here on WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Our National Weather Service saw a high of 78 degrees today. Right now in Marquette, just a little bit cooler than that, 77. Everybody else in that similar range, those low 80s. Taking a look at our evening temperatures, yes, these are evening temperatures, 60 to about 70 degrees this evening. It's going to be very warm. And then this weekend, we've got sizzling sunshine, so make sure you're taking breaks in the shade, especially Sunday and Monday, where we're expecting very hot temperatures. Tomorrow, we'll see those clouds eventually decreasing throughout the day, but we are expecting lots of sunshine. And then today into Saturday in Schoolcraft County, just be alert. Those rip currents and waves could be very dangerous. We're expecting waves up to about 6 feet on both of those days. And we also have these burning notices going on right now. So if you're in any of the Brown counties, no open debris burning as of right now. Make sure you check with the DNR's website for any current maps. That one was the one I just saw moments ago. Our gust outlook this evening, we'll expect these gusts to continue into Saturday, although not as crazy as we're seeing this evening with those ranges going up to about 35 miles an hour. And then, like I said, continuing into Saturday. So a little bit breezy conditions, but as of right now, no precipitation on the radar. However, I should say there are a few sprinkles that we saw over in the east counties here and along Lake Superior. Taking a look at the radar right now, though, there is a little bit of precipitation in here at Elger County, but we'll expect things to clear out this evening. Some cloud coverage coming through, maybe some showers in Luce County as it heads towards Sault Ste. Marie over this evening around 9 p.m. there, but things clearing out after that. Some clouds in the morning, and then we'll maybe see some sprinkles along our Wisconsin border down there in Dickinson and Menominee County, but then we'll have lots of sunshine on Saturday. Sunday, we could see some cloud coverage, maybe showers passing through as well throughout our day. But other than that, it should be fairly dry this weekend. Nothing like we saw a couple weeks ago. Sunday evening, though, we'll expect mostly clear skies. Taking a look at the Dickinson County Fair going on right now until Monday. Check it out, though. Those temperatures increasing throughout this weekend. Lots of sunshine. Make sure, again, you are staying hydrated for any of these events that you might be hanging out at. Tomorrow, our highs in that 80-degree range. We could see those low 90s. Check it out there, Lance. Going to see some very hot temperatures there, as well as Waters Meet. Our 7-day outlook for Marquette. We've got lots of sunshine for that Marquette Area Blues Fest. Labor Day, very hot temperatures, and then back to school day, it's going to be another scorcher.
Thank you very much, Ariane. We have another recipe from the Upper Goddess tonight, and this one can even help strengthen your immune system.
Hi. What's it all about today, Dean? What are we doing?
Ginger shots.
And they're so good, hey?
Good for
So
you.
good for you. So I'm going to show you a little trick here with peeling your ginger. And you just use a spoon. And ginger is so good for you. And for me, it's the anti-inflammatory properties that it has. My hip has felt way better. And it also is good for nausea, for your digestion. It reduces stress. You can look it up online. It's just unbelievable what ginger can do for you. It's good for your immunities, your autoimmune system. So I'm just gonna chop this like just real rough. That's all, and I semi-peeled it. You don't have to peel it all the way. And then you're gonna put it in your blender. And you're gonna fill this with water, like probably an inch over the ginger. And then I'm gonna blend this up, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this pineapple. So we got everything blended. And with the pineapple, you don't have to put quite as much water in it because pineapple has so much juice in it. But here's a little trick if you're buying a pineapple. Just grab one of these leaves, and if it comes out really easy, it's ripe. Isn't that cool? So here's what the ginger looks like after you have squeezed all the water out of it. So you're gonna need one of these. And I put the ginger in there first, and then when I thought I had all the liquid out, I grabbed it with my hand and squeezed it, and tons more juice came out. So I put these in little jars. This is good for 2 days. So we'll share one, hey Dean?
Yep.
And it's about 2 ounces. And I put a little water in it before I drink it. And now this might taste a little different with the pineapple in it. So let's see. That is so spicy. Give it a try. So good for you. Keep smiling.
Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We're talking with a Michigan author whose best-selling novel set in the UP is coming out in theaters next month. That conversation is just 2 minutes away.
Diamonds. I'd make my nest out of diamonds.
I'd never eat another worm in my life.
Oh, yep. One ticket and we could be sitting on a gold mine.
The Powerball jackpot. It's all anyone can talk about.
Since the 15th century, Antwerp, Belgium has been the city for diamonds. Erickson Jewelers is going overseas to this diamond capital soon to handpick directly from a sparkling selection unlike any in the world. Tell us what you're looking for and we'll use our connections to personally find it in Antwerp's famous diamond district. This is a special opportunity that allows us to negotiate the best options and value for you. Find out how Erickson Jewelers can bring home your one-of-a-kind Antwerp diamond.
Now more than ever, you need to know what's happening here in Washington. Decisions affecting your life by the people you set here. I'm Rachel Knapp, tracking the daily decisions by your senators and representatives. That's my job, and I report to you. Healthcare, education, the economy, taxes, jobs, all hang in the balance. Watch my reports from Capitol Hill only on WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight, a safety warning for travelers headed to East Coast beaches. Then, as a new COVID variant spreads, what to know about booster shots and mask mandates. And Doris's dream was to help people.
And my dream is still going on.
A Labor Day salute to working hard on the CBS Evening News.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
This October, a new thriller is coming to theaters. The Marsh King's Daughter stars Daisy Ridley, and the story takes place here in the UP. And it's based on the internationally best-selling novel of the same name, written by Michigan author Karen Dion. And Karen joins us now. Karen, congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you, Sarah. You know, I really only have one word, and that's surreal. It's such a rare thing to have your book made into a movie, let alone, you know, a major motion picture that's going to debut exclusively in theaters. It just blows my mind.
So tell us about the movies based on books. It's a little bit different. So tell us about your novel, The Marsh King's Daughter.
Sure. So The Marsh King's Daughter is the story, it tells the story of Helena, who for the first 12 years of her life, she lives with her mother and father in an isolated cabin on a ridge surrounded by marsh or swamp in the Tequamanon River Valley. And during that time, she never sees anyone except her mother and father, which, you know, it sounds grim, but she loves her life. It's all she knows. She's a little tomboy. She loves hunting and fishing and foraging, and she adores her father, just worships him. Well, she finds out when she's 12 that the reason they live like that is because her father kidnapped her mother when her mother was a teenager, and she's the product of that crime. And, you know, he hid her away in the swamp. So that's half the book. In the modern day or present day part of the book, Helena is a young mother of 2 little girls. She's living south of Grand Marais. Her husband doesn't know her history because there was a lot of notoriety when she and her mother left the marsh, and she just wanted to put all that behind her, have a quiet, peaceful life. So she changed her name, changed her looks, and he has no idea. Her father has been in the maximum security prison in Marquette for 12 years. He escapes during a prison transfer and disappears into the Seney Wildlife Refuge, or so he makes police think. But Helena knows he's coming for her. So in the present day part of the story, she has to use the hunting and tracking skills that he actually taught her as a child to find him before he could find her. So cat and mouse game in the present, interspersed with, you know, how she grew up and gradually came to realize that her father is not a nice man.
Wow, yeah. Did you have any input in how the movie was made at all, or was it kind of a surprise to you?
Well, it's interesting because the day that my literary agent sent the manuscript to see if any of the editors wanted to publish it in book form, he told me, by the way, you also have a film agent. And honestly, I thought, I guess it could be a movie. I didn't think movie for a second as I was writing the book. Some authors do, I did not. So then when Anonymous Content, the production company that's responsible for the movie Spotlight and The Revenant, when they optioned the book, it was with the screenwriter, co-writer of the screenplay for The Revenant attached to adapt my book. So given that I had, you know, not only 0 screenplay writing experience, but I didn't even imagine my novel as a movie, I was very happy to just hand it off to him, you know, this extremely talented man. And I read the script and I think he did a fantastic job.
One final question for you, Karen. Where can people find all of your novels up here in the UP?
Oh, the UP has been such a fantastic supporter of all of my novels. So in Marquette, Snowbound Books always has copies. In Munising, Falling Rock Cafe and Bookstore has copies. So I think that's probably covers most of the viewing area.
Perfect. Well, Karen, thank you so much, and congratulations again. The Marsh King's Daughter is out in theaters October 6th.
So much for having me.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break and be right back after this.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This Is Home Community Calendar. There's nothing like the feeling you get being outdoors. The UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo has everything you need to be ready. The expo returns to the UP State Fairgrounds Ruth Butler Building. Inside, discover great sponsors with everything from bait to rods and reels. Mark it down now on your calendar, November 3rd through the 5th at the UP State Fairgrounds. The UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo, brought to you by the Daily Press and WZMQ 19 News.
Attention people with Medicare and anyone turning 65. If you have original Medicare, you may be able to get a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits. Medicare Advantage plans may include vision coverage, wellness visits, gym membership, meal delivery, and hearing coverage with affordable costs and copay. To see if you qualify for a plan with additional benefits, call Best Medcare. Our licensed insurance agents can review your current plan benefits and tell you what plan with additional benefits may be available to you. Just one call and you may be eligible to enroll in a plan with a $0 monthly premium with $0 deductibles. Tell us the doctors you want to see and if you want prescription drug coverage. The call is free. You may even find plans with $0 monthly premiums or $0 copays on certain services or $0 deductibles. Speak to a licensed insurance agent to find out if a Medicare Advantage plan is right for you. Call 800-965-7893, 800-965-7893, and let Best Medcare do the work for you.
In Washington this week, the FBI confirmed is looking into how a human trafficker associated with a terrorist organization helped smuggle migrants into the U.S. While the feds say they have not identified a specific terrorism plot associated with these foreign nationals, Republicans are blaming the Biden administration. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports on the latest developments and a recent congressional hearing on this very issue.
Earlier this week, CNN first reported that the FBI and law enforcement agencies are investigating how a group of Uzbek nationals crossed the U.S.-Mexico border after they sought asylum. According to the report, intelligence officials found that the migrants traveled with the help of a smuggler with ties to ISIS. The National Security Council spokesperson says they do not believe that any of these people facilitated by this network have a connection to a foreign terrorist organization or are engaged in plotting a terrorist attack in the United States. However, out of the roughly 120 Uzbek migrants, the FBI have been trying to locate about 15. According to DHS officials, the migrants went through routine screenings by CBP agents when they entered the U.S., and there was no intelligence in any of the government's terrorist databases that indicated any of them presented a threat. Regardless, the incident triggered meetings among top national security officials and administration officials. It follows recent congressional hearings focusing on border security concerns.
What needs to happen is enforcement, though. We need the executive branch to enforce the laws that are already on the books. If they begin doing that, we'll see a change very quickly.
House Republicans have criticized the Biden administration for being too lax on border security for both the northern and southern borders. The Biden administration says otherwise.
In fiscal year 2023 through June, Customs and Border Protection personnel have encountered 2.3 million inadmissible aliens at the ports of entry and between ports of entry, almost as many encountered in the entire fiscal year 2022.
Homeland Security has stressed there has not been any degradation or lapses in screening at the border due to the number of people coming in from Mexico. In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.
Our last official weekend of summer is going to be a hot one. Ariane has the Labor Day weekend outlook on the way.
Connery Sports, located at 617 North Stevenson in Iron Mountain, is your one-stop shop for all your sports collectible needs. We buy, sell, and trade all things sports with a great selection of new and old cards, sports memorabilia, and autographed collectibles. We also carry autographed photos, jerseys, footballs, and baseballs, as well as apparel from the NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL. Stop by and see for yourself. Connery Sports on North Stevenson in Iron Mountain.
Someday your son's gonna test you. It's gonna force you to make a decision a father shouldn't have to make.
A man must stand with his people, and we are not your people.
There is nothing you could do I won't forgive you for.
Yeah, there is.
Yellowstone. See it from the first episode starting Sunday, September 17th on CBS.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With private healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private health care is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-985-5328. That's 800-985-5328.
Currently, our temperatures are in that 70-degree range. We're going to see those drop just a little bit, mostly 55 to 65 or 60s actually this evening. This weekend, get all fired up with your grill, but we are going to expect those mid-90s on Sunday and Monday. Make sure you've got your grill at least 10 feet away from any structures or things that could catch on fire, because we don't want that. Also, make sure those pets are not getting in your cars, staying in your cars, because it's going to be very hot and those temperatures can rise up very quickly in a car, even with the windows cracked. All right, our 7-day outlook for Escanaba, really nice conditions. Those temperatures, though, in the mid-80s.
Now, we'll see you back here tonight at 11:10 Central.